Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everybody, I hope that you're doing well. Today we're going to work on Surah Al-MUTAFFIFIN, which is Surah 83 of Al-Quran Al-Kareem. It is made of 36 verses, 36 ayat. Al-Mutaffifin, or those who deal in fraud. The frauders or the defrauding. Surah Al-Mutaffifin was revealed during the Meccan period. The surah takes its title from the first verse. Some scholars of Islam believe that Surah Al-Mutaffifin was the last to be revealed in the city of Mecca. Surah Al-Mutaffifin is a surah that threatens unscrupulous people and offers a consolation to those who strive to remain virtuous. In Surah Al-Mutaffifin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the deception and the fraud committed by some merchants, and it talks about the pressure exerted by the disbelievers on the new converted Muslims to prevent them from joining Al-Islam. Surah Al-Mutaffifin also deals with the hereafter and the day of resurrection. The Muslim community was still in its beginning, and it suffered greatly at the hands of the Meccan elite, the Qurayshid. The Meccan surat were revealed in an effort to strengthen the hearts of the new Muslims. And the most skeptical of the people of Quraysh were busy distracting believers from their religion and tried to convince them that Sayyidina Muhammad ﷺ is not a real prophet. Surah Al-Mutaffifin talks about the fraudulent ways and the corruption practiced by merchants in the pre-Islamic era at the time in the city of Mecca. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Mutaffifin threatens with a severe punishment in the hereafter for those who are guilty of fraud and contrast their punishment to the reward that awaits the virtuous. According to certain companion of the Prophet Sayyidina Muhammad ﷺ, they reported that the Prophet Sayyidina Muhammad ﷺ noticed that the merchants falsified the balance either by adding weight to the goods when they bought it or by reducing its weight when they sold it. As a result, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed Surah Al-Mutaffifin and started the surah ordering all Muslims to be fair and honest in all their trade. Following this revelation, the merchant applied themselves to the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They started to give all measures and due weight to their customers. This surah also evokes the day of judgment, emphasizing in the imbalance and the injustice in this society due to their blindness and ignorance for the day of judgment and the hereafter. Surah Al-Mutaffifin is divided into 4 distinct parts. The first is for the defrauders and remind them that they will one day stand before their Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for their judgment. The second confirms their guilt. The third part describes the reward that awaits the virtuous people. And the fourth, the last one, consoles the believers and warns the disbelievers. Now I'm going to translate ayah by ayah Surah Al-Mutaffifin. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the specially merciful. Waylul lil mutaffifin. Who to those who give less in measure and weight. الذين إذا اقتالوا على الناس يصطفون. And when they buy by measure, they are good to people. وَإِذَا كَالُوهُمْ أَوْ وَزَنُوهُمْ يُخْسِرُونَ. And when they measure out to others or weight out for them, they are deficient. أَلَا يَظُنُّ أُولَئِكَ أَنَّهُمْ مَبْعُوثُونَ. Do they not think that they shall be raised again? لِيَوْمٍ عَظِيمٍ. For the great day. يَوْمَ يَقُومُ النَّاسُ لِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. The day on which mankind shall stand for the Lord of the world. From ayah 1 to ayah 6, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the frauders. They're heading towards their destruction and ruin with their unjust behavior. These type of people that tend to cheat, then they measure for themselves, demand full measure, but when they measure for others, they cause loss. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they will be resurrected on a dreadful day, the day when all people will stand before the Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the worlds, and be held accountable for their deeds. In these ayats of Surah Al-MUTAFFIFIN, corrupt business practices are named, they're underlined. And these ayat also underline the importance that Islam places an important professional, ethical, and inflexible stand against injustices and corruption. كلا إن كتاب الفجار لفي سجين. Nay, most surely the books, the records, the life film of al-Fujjar, the disbelievers who follow the wickedness of a shaitan, is indeed in Sijin. In Sijin, in the dark cell of destiny found in the 7 levels under the ground floor. وَمَا أَدْرَكَ مَا السِّجِّينَ. And what is it that makes you know what Sijin is? كِتَابٌ مَرْقُومٌ. It is a numbered or record of one's deed, which negative and positive points are written. It is a book, the record of one's life. وَيْلٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ لِلْمُكَذِّبِينَ. Who to the beliers on the day of permission. الَّذِينَ يُكَذِّبُونَ بِيَوْمِ الدِّينِ. That they belie the day of religion, the day of resurrection. وَمَا يُكَذِّبُ بِهِ إِلَّا كُلُّ مُعْتَادٍ أَثِيمٍ. And none belies it except every exceeder of limits, the rebellious, sinful ones. إِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِ آيَاتُنَا قَالَ أَسَاطِيرُ الْأَوَّلِينَ. When our verses were recited to him, he said, tales of the ancients. كلا بل رنا على قلوبهم ما كانوا يكسبون. Nay, rather what they used to earn has covered their hearts, darkened their hearts. كلا إنهم عن ربهم يومئذ لمحجوبون. Nay, most surely they are the ones who are veiled from their Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, on the day of permission. They cannot see their Lord. ثُمَّ إِنَّهُمْ لَصَلُّوا الْجَحِيمِ. Then most surely they are the ones who shall be flung into the burning flame. ثُمَّ يُقَالُ هَذَا الَّذِي كُنْتُمْ بِهِ تُكَذِّبُونَ. Then it shall be said to them, this is what you used to belie. From Ayah 7 to Ayah 17, there is a list of evildoers that is already on a record. It is a record containing the names of all those who will end up in hell. On the day of resurrection, ruin and destruction will be the lot of those who have denied the reality of this day. Only the transgressors deny the coming of the last judgment day. Because their hearts are filled by the accumulation of their sins, when they hear the revelation, they say it is a false revelation told by ancient people. It is the ancient tales. They will never be able to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hereafter, and this prohibition is one of the worst punishment. And they will enter hell, and they will be told that they are now tasting what they used to deny. كلا إن كتاب الأبرار لفي عليين. Nay, most surely the books, the records, the life films of the Abrar, those who wish to reach Allah before death, who are on Hidayat, is in Illiyin, in the cells of destiny found in the first world of the 7th heaven above the ground level. وَمَا أَدْرَكَ مَا الْعِلِّيُّونَ. And what is it that makes you know what al-Illiyun is? كِتَابٌ مَرْقُومٌ. It is numbered. The negative and positive decrees that had been earned are written down in a book, in a record of your life. يَشْهَدُهُ الْمُقَرَّبُونَ. Al-Muqarrabun are considered to be the angels. They will witness it. إِنَّ الْأَبْرَارَ لَفِي نَعِيمٍ. Most surely the ones who are al-Abrar are blessed. عَلَى الْأَرَائِكِ يَنْظُرُونَ. They watch upon sitting in thrones. تَعْرِفُ فِي وُجُوهِهِمْ نَضْرَةَ النَّعِيمِ. You see and recognize in their face the shining of the blessing. يسقون من رحيق مختوم. They're offered, they're made to drink of a pure wine that is sealed. ختامه مسك وفي ذلك فليتنافس المتنافسون. The end of it is the wonderful smell of musk, and the competitors shall compete for this. ومزاجه من تسنيم. The ingredients of it is a tasneem. عينا يشرب بها المقربون. It is a spring that which المقربين will drink. It's talking about the tasneem. From ayah 18 to ayah 28, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the records of virtuous people. It is a book already completed to which the angels testify. The virtuous people will know bliss. They will be lying on divans and looking around, and on their faces you will recognize the radiance of bliss. They will be served to drink a pure sealed nectar, leaving a taste of musk in their palate. Let those who covet it strive to obtain it. The nectar from the hereafter will be cut with water from tasneem. Tasneem is a spring from which those who are close to God will drink in paradise. إن الذين أجرموا كانوا من الذين آمنوا يضحكون. Surely the guilty ones, the sinful, used to laugh at those who believed, who were aminun, who wished to reach Allah before death. وَإِذَا مَرُّوا بِهِمْ يَتَغَامَزُونَ. And when they passed by them, they wink at one another in mockery. وَإِذَا انْقَلَبُوا إِلَىٰ أَهْلِهِمْ انْقَلَبُوا فَاكِهِينَ. And when they return to their family, they return in delight. وَإِذَا رَأَوْهُمْ قَالُوا إِنَّا هَؤُلَاءِ لَضَالُّونَ. And when they saw them, they said, most surely they are indeed in misguidance. وَمَا أُرْسِلُوا عَلَيْهِمْ حَافِظِينَ. And they were not sent to be watchers over them. We're talking about the believers. فَالْيَوْمَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنَ الْكُفَّارِ يَضْحَكُونَ. So today, those who believe laugh at the disbelievers. عَلَى الْأَرَائِكِ يَنْظُرُونَ. They watch, sitting on thrones. هل ثوب الكفار ما كانوا يفعلون. Did the disbelievers find their punishment for what they used to do? From ayah 29 to ayah 36, certainly the disbelievers laughed at those who believed, and passing close to them, weakened at each other in connivance. Returned to their families, they made jokes about believers. On the day of resurrection, it is the contrary. It will be the believers who will laugh at the disbeliever, and they will be stretched out on divans. They will look around. The disbelievers will be rewarded for what they did. So basically, in conclusion, at the beginning of Islam in Mecca, the Muslims suffered a major offensive from the disbelievers. In Surah Al-MUTAFFIFIN, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comforts and encourages the believers to do good deeds and to have good faith. Believers will suffer on this earth, but their reward is in the hereafter. Their life will be better. The hearts of believers are more sensitive to the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even though Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala still gives the disbelievers a chance to change their minds, they prefer to laugh out loud and encourage each other for more infamy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses the word wail, wailun, a form of threat, of retribution addressed to all the defrauders. Finally, in Surah Al-MUTAFFIFIN, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reassures the believers and warns the disbelievers of the severe punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He addresses the good doers, the pious people, to reassure them that on the day of resurrection, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them justice. They will be commended for their good behaviors. According to some scholars, the Prophet Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to recommend that we read the various surahs of Al-Quran al-Karim at any time of the day. Our Prophet Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had said, read the Quran on the day of resurrection. It will come to intercede in favor of the ones who recites it. Wallahu a'lam. I hope that this small explanation and small translation of Surah Al-MUTAFFIFIN was helpful. I wish you the best and hope to hear from you soon. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bye-bye.